Hi there. So today I want to talk again about digital transformation and how visualization might help you. In these times, visualization can help, and in the terms of digital transformation, I think it is very helpful. Why is that? Let me explain. So, digital transformation is a buzzword everybody uses, but there are so many small things in there, so many topics, so complex stuff, ranging from AI, AR, blockchain, cloud, whatever you can imagine. All these concepts, they get really complex. They get really fast in terms of how fast they change or adapt or amend. And let's say if you go to university, you learn something about artificial intelligence. I will bet that in a few years or even months of time, your knowledge basically is outdated. So how can we as persons, how can we as society deal with this? I think many people try to make sense of things, like to explain things or try to state themselves as an expert and make use of their knowledge whatsoever and try to really just convince other people that they are the expert. How do they do this? They just state really bold things. They really say it's that and that way. You can't protect on cybersecurity. Passwords can be cracked. Artificial intelligence will take over the world. But basically, do they know what they are talking about? So if people really know what they're talking about, and then those people try to, I don't know, make things up or try to bullshit or try to, in what term I could say, but some consultants may be doing this, if they are not the experts, try to find their way through the complexities. And let's be honest, it's hard these days. So not everybody can be an expert in every topic. Like consultants can be an expert in one topic, but if the client hiring the consultant for a certain topic then asks another question, I will doubt that the consultant will say, I don't know. Most of the time they will have at least an opinion about this, and this opinion can last for 5 minutes or 15 minutes or maybe over an hour. They can talk a lot, and let's be honest again. You can talk a lot about lots of things that are going on, because let's take an example. If you want to explain what the cloud is, like everybody is now taking for granted what the cloud is. It's the internet. It's there. You can use it. Everybody's using it. Facebook, Google, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, everything is in the cloud. I do have the cloud as well. I do use different products. It's like Google Mail. I use different mail providers. I have my mail in the cloud. My music is in the cloud. I use Spotify. I use Deezer. I use Netflix. Everything is in the cloud. But what is the cloud? So, and then if you try to really explain what the cloud is, there's so much things going on. It's the internet. It's the connection between different computers. It's hard drives saving your documents, your music, your videos that you are watching. There are certain programs running in the background, like really to collect the comments you give on a YouTube video, like and to do some marketing here. You can comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. Back to topic, little detour here. Things that are happening that we take for granted, comments, likes, subscriptions, everybody can interact with each other, like even uploading files in the first place, and they get rendered, they get a thumbnail, they get archived, people get recommendations what to watch next, what to listen to next. Documents you upload are synced via the internet, via 4G, maybe 5G in the next few months or years, to your mobile phone, to your tablet, to your work desk, to your laptop computer, to I don't know, your ebook reader. So, and then again, if you boil this down, then how is this thing synchronized? It's synchronized via different programs that have been programmed. Some algorithms comparing files, making sure your files are secure, are complete, are not lost. And then again, how are these synchronizing algorithms working? You can go into detail and you still don't know how this works. And then back again, like the data has to flow over the line. Like, what is 4G? Like, we take this for granted in our cell phone, like we can call, but how does this work? The whole infrastructure and the protocols behind this has been growing the last years, decades, and the complexity has exponentially growing. So I just get the concept of the thing, but I can't explain every bit of it. And I don't have to, because I'm a consumer. I can consume goods. I can listen to music. I enjoy Spotify. I plug in my earphones, listen to a cool podcast, watch videos online. That's all good. I don't need to know. But the problem is, if you want to know, if you're working with this stuff, consulting stuff, coaching people on how to use this, then you can give false advice, or at least you maybe cannot explain it in the right way because you have made it up for yourself. You understand what it's all about, how this works, but you're not able to explain another person. So there comes in, like, everybody has. Nobody is guilty of not being able to explain. Not the consumer that's just wanting to have fun and wants to consume things and watch videos, nor the consultant. He's not guilty as well, because he's just doing his job. So get me right here. So everybody is just doing his job. Some people can explain better than others. But what I want you to know is, like, with rising complexity, and this won't stop for the next months, years, decades, this will more of the opposite. The pace of this will really expand and exponentially grow. Like, things are changing so fast. You can't explain how your phone works. What's in this little tiny computer? So the thing is, how could you explain things, or how could you try to make sense of things that you need to know for your job, or just for your interest, or maybe for your future job? Who knows? And there comes in, like, I'm saying, visualization helps to, like, narrow down or break down complexity. You need to have someone that is able to get the grasp of it, of this, get the basic understanding, like what's this all about. But then he can explain, and not in words, not in huge text documents, but really explaining this visually, like, how does this work? How is this connected? How are things ought to be? Like, really mapping out the internet, because it's not a virtual thing. It's not the cloud. It's actually really hardware, but you don't see it anymore. And guys, let's be honest. I don't believe what I can't see, right? Well, you might say little children think ghosts are real. They can't see ghosts. Monsters are real. They can't see monsters. They can see them in the cinema, of course, but, like, how should we explain things that are not visible, not graspable? They are on the other side of the globe, maybe. So maybe your data, your video that you're watching is nowhere near you. It's somewhere far in the distance, but it feels like it's in your palm. But it doesn't work that way. So what I encourage people to do is, like, try to be visually, not with your words, with your imagination, but really trying to put down things on paper and really explaining how things work with visualization. And this then comes down to, like, how to cope with digital transformation, how to cope with rapid change, how to cope with exponential change. How should leaders in this age lead people? And people fear stuff. People have some thoughts about things that they can't see. So as a leader, you need to provide some platform, some kind of security. As a leader, you have the opportunity to to really map out what's this all about. Like really mapping out on paper, on a flip chart, on a whiteboard, on a screen, on whatever, on a napkin, saying we are here, we need to get there. What's the best distance? What's the best course? What's the most efficient way? So get me right, this is not a tool everybody needs to do. It helps yourself to understand stuff. It helps yourself to explain it to others. But more on the third level, it's really, really helpful for leaders these days. So I would like to know, how do you lead? How do you think we could cope with the digital transformation? How can we cope with exponential growth? And how can we cope with rapid changes that maybe change the way we are living? And how can we help others to make global understanding of this? Let me know down in the comments and see you next time.